This is eHobbyist blog, a log of electronics hobbyist activities aimed at city dwellers who have limited space, limited money, and limited time. My name is Neil. Welcome. Off-camera, components were soldered into the second variable positive power supply board, which had been corrected for the MJE-3055 TO-127 pinout. During this video, the board will be tested. I've got the prototyping console hooked up so that the output of the rectifier filter modules are connected to the first two binding posts, yellow plus brown negative. And now I've got the second board, one with a proper layout for MJE-3055 and a TO-127 package. Arrange the potentiometers. The one with the long shaft is the voltage adjustment. The short push-on staff is a 50-ohm potentiometer, bridged by another 50-ohm fixed resistor. I'm going to plug in a banana plug cable to the first binding post, yellow. On the end of that, I'm going to put a alligator clip, and this is going to serve as my on-off switch. Now, the second binding post, connected to the negative of the rectifier filter board, screwed in. So that's set up to apply power using the alligator clip. Next, I want to put another banana plug test cable in, and this is going to establish the negative of the multimeter. Now, the positive of the multimeter can be used to check the voltage against what is effectively common. And we're going to test some resistances here just to make sure that I've got the connections right. The resistance to negative, to ground, everything's connected properly. The negative output resistance is also continuous. Now I'm going to switch to DC voltages and plug the prototyping system in. Make sure we have a proper zero voltage when testing against a negative banana plug. Now we're going to test the positive voltage coming out of the rectifier filter board. I get 28.62, just to make sure that we have indeed a positive voltage. Now I'm going to connect to the positive output of the voltage supply, turn on the switch. Eek! Okay, that was a filter capacitor that blew up at a 1 microfarad tantalum. So what I'm going to do is just cut it out. It's not really needed. It's a capacitor in parallel with two others, a 100 microfarad and a 0.01 microfarad capacitor. Now if I plug this back in, if I turn my switch on, my alligator clip switch, this thing should work. And it does. I have this thing tuned to the middle range, and I'm getting 15.12 volts. Lower on, getting 5 volts. Raise it, and that's the maximum at 21.88, which is a little less than what I saw in a breadboarded version. So some more adjustments in mid-range, 17 volt. 11.66, I was trying for 12. And finally, the minimum voltage, and this is 129 millivolts. Again, it's a little higher than what I had breadboarded. Now I want to put this back onto the center range. Well, center 5.84, I don't know about that. How about that? That's about 12 volts. And now I want to adjust the current cutoff value of that potentiometer. And the idea here is that the voltage should not change, and it's not. All right, so this thing looks like it's kind of working. I'll have to do some more testing. but I am encouraged so far that the primary problem of this thing was the transistor pinout. And I do indeed have an adjustable voltage regulator with adjustable current limiting. Can I get it to 1.5? Yeah. Now, let's see what I can do here. Let's switch probes. I want to probe the IC. I want to check the reference output voltage, which is pin 6. Now I have a standard multimeter probe, and I want to probe the reference voltage. It should be 7.15. Let's see if I can probe that. That's pin 6. Pin 7 is ground. Pin 6. What's going on here? I didn't see 7.15 anywhere. Hello, guys. That's not good. I'm probing pin 7, pin 6. I don't see 7.15 or anything like it. This is not what I want to see. 1.17, 1.16. That's not good. This is a blown VREF again. Let's just check to see what's coming in. V plus is 2588, which is a little lower than the input by, say, a diode drop. Collector, these voltages look reasonable except for VREF. I blew VREF again, I think. I never got 7.15 out of VREF, but I know that it had to be working originally or I would not have had an adjustable regulator. This meter is all over the place. Boy, this is difficult. I need a meter that has a faster response. I'm going to have to think about what to do next. I'm running out of 723s. I think I blew up 2. I've got 1 or 2 more, maybe.
There you are, the man I needed help from.
What's up?
I have an interview with a staffing agency today at 5:30.
Yes?
So I will need train fare.
Okay.
And whatever else, so I'm not loitering.
George, I don't know about West Virginia.
Really?
Yeah, it was in southern Tennessee. I was an outside agitator.
You still are.
All right.
So they called me today and said they might have a position for me at another law firm.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank
We
you.
certainly need some. Oh, this is rolling.
Oh yeah, once I have my podcast up, you're gonna have to hear it. Me and 2 of my friends are working on the podcast.
Okay. Little louder. What podcast is it?
It's going to be a comedy / history type. And it's going to be called History Happy Hour.
History Happy Hour. Okay.
Right, because one of us is going to be completely drunk.
One of you is going to be historical and the other one's going to be happy. All right. Well, let me know what the YouTube ID is whenever you get one. And there's certainly no shortage of equipment here.
Cool. So yeah, I have actually 2 co-hosts who are really interested in doing it with me.
Uh-huh.
Including one who's a stage actress.
Really?
Yes, and another one who actually did podcasts in this past, so.
Okay.
Meg sure eats a lot of these cookies.
Oh, come on, stop!
Oh, I'm sorry.
What did Meg do?
She seems to be eating a lot of these cookies.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it. Boy, she doesn't seem to be getting too fat either.
No, she must be inhaling them because I never see her eat them.
You know, I need to do this again. I can't believe this. I'm using an IC insertion device to insert a new and last 723 IC. I'm going to put the probe right on pin 6 to the extent that I can. Turn the power on. Oops, do I get, yeah, there it is, 7.15. It is the correct, right on the reference voltage. Now I'm going to move this around a bit, check some other voltages, change the voltage output, and it seems to be working now. Test pin 6 again. No, pin 6 is 8.39. See, I've looked at the video of this several times, and I'm beginning to think that what I'm doing is shorting pin 6 to pin 7, which is ground, and perhaps that's what's blowing the voltage reference. So in any future attempts, I'm just not going to be concerned with pin 7 or use some better IC probe than a standard multimeter probe. No, this is blown. This is over and out. Forget it. Need more ICs to play with. In this video, I tested the second power supply board, which was modified for the correct MJE-3055 TO-127 pinout. I removed a filter capacitor that shorted out during testing. I tested the circuit at various output voltages and current limiting settings. The circuit appeared to be working, however, twice in succession after attempting to measure the reference voltage. The circuit stopped working and the reference voltage appeared to be shorted out. In the next video, we will get a new batch of LM723 ICs to destroy and will continue testing. We will attempt to determine whether the problem is caused by poor circuit design, bad PC board construction, or inept testing technique. I will also research the use of a more up-to-date voltage regulator chip, LT3080, to be used in the event I cannot get a handle on the problem. If you like this video and the idea of the channel, click on the YouTube thumbs up icon. If you want to be notified as to when the next video is available, click on the YouTube subscribe button. If you want to suggest future directions or topics, make corrections to published videos, or voice your opinion on related matters, then leave a YouTube comment. If you want to see supplementary material that cannot be easily presented in video form, such as high-res graphics, files in different formats, lists of references, go to the corresponding website. Until the next time, good day.